Hello, class. This is Algebra 1, Chapter 1-11. We're talking about line graphs today. So if you can look here, you'll see that I have a basic chart. Perhaps you've seen these in newspapers, on the news, when you're watching TV, sometimes when they're talking about stocks or how much rain has fallen. You get a graph like this. This graph is talking about the drama club. The drama club, the way we tell about that is because of the title on the top, right? It says drama club. And if you look at the two axes, and the axes are the vertical axis, which is the axis going up and down. It starts with 15, then goes to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That axis tells us how many members, or the number of members, the drama club had. Now, what are we measuring that against? We are measuring it against which year, or the differing years. So if you look at the bottom axis, or the horizontal axis, you will see the years: 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, and 2011, okay? So I have 4 years there on the horizontal axis, sometimes also called the X, as in XYZ, the X-axis. The X-axis here tells us the years we're looking at. So if I look at 2007 and I look up and down that line, you will see that in 2007 there is a dot on line 17. What that tells me is that in 2007, the number of members in the drama club was 17. Or said another way, there are 17 people in the drama club in 2007. If you move 1 year to the right to 2008, you will see that that dot for 2008 is at 19, which represents an increase of 2 people. So in the year 2008, membership went up by 2 people. The number of members in the drama club in 2008 was 19 people. And then we draw another line for 2009. The dot represents how many people were in the drama club in the year 2009. And if I follow the line straight up to where the dot is, you'll see that there were 20 people. And then from 2009 to 2010, 2010 says there was the same number of members in the drama club. There were 20 members in the drama club in 2010. There was no change in membership. That's not to say that the people in the club didn't change. It could have been that 4 people went out and 4 people came in. We don't know that. All we're saying is that the same number of people that we had in 2009 is the same number of people we had in 2010. But then in 2011, you'll see that it skyrocketed, and that's what it means to go straight up. It skyrocketed to 23 people. So over the years from 2007 to 2011, the number of members in the drama club went up from 17 all the way to 23, right? Representing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 increase of members in the drama club. Now, some questions I could ask you. Let's say the first one is, by how many more members did the drama club have in 2009 compared to 2007? So how many more members were there in the drama club in 2009 compared to 2007? I'll give you 10 seconds. Three seconds. All right. If I look at 2009, I would see that there are 20 members, right? You start at the year 2009, you go up to where the dot is, and it's 20 members. That's what the y-axis on the side tells me. If I look at 2007, it's 17 members. So all I would need to do is say, all right, how many more is 20 compared to 17? Well, 20 minus 17 is 3. There are 3 more members in the year 2009 than there are in the year 2007. Simple, right? If I asked you, how many fewer members were there in 2008 compared to 2011, all I would need to do is what? I'll give you 10 seconds. How many fewer members in the drama club were there in 2008 compared to 2011? All right, so to solve this problem, all I need to do is say, all right, how many members were there in 2008? Well, I go to the year 2008 and I track all the way up to the dot, and I see that there are 19 members according to where the dot is. In 2011, I track the dot all the way up to 23. So all I need to do is figure out how many members more is 23 than 19. Well, from 19 to 23, I could do 23 minus 19, which is 4. Or I could do 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm sorry, it's 5, obviously. One more. 23 minus 9. 20, 21, 22, 23. 4. 24. I was right the first time. 4 more members, right? From 19 in 2008 to 2011, which had 23 members. So what you learned today basically was how to read a line graph. Basically, you look at what the bottom axis says and compare it to where its information is on the left. Let's look at another graph. If I looked at this graph here, this is talking about Josh's bike trip. So this kid or person named Josh took a trip and he tracked 2 things, right? On the bottom, on the x-axis, you'll see the minutes he rode his bike, right? From 0 to 120 minutes, right? 120 minutes is about 2 hours, right? 60 minutes being an hour, 2 60-minute periods being 120. How many miles from home is on the y-axis, right? So each minute interval he's counting tells you how far he was from home in miles. So at when he started at 0 minutes, he was no miles away from home because he's at home. Then he rode for 20 minutes and he was 2 miles away from home. And then he rode for another 20 minutes to get to 40 total minutes, and then he was 3 miles away from home. And then he rode for another 20 minutes, and then he was 4 miles away from home. It seems that he is not very quick there. It seems he goes about a mile every 20 minutes. And then once he hits 60 minutes, it seems like he starts to return home. In minute 80, he is now only 2 miles away from home. So he starts to return. And then in minute 100, he's 1 mile away from home. And then finally, when he hits 2 hours or 120 minutes, he returns home because he is 0 miles away. So you can see here in this line graph that we are comparing minutes on the bottom to how far he is away from home. So at any given time on the bottom, you can figure out how far away Josh is from home. So basically, this is how you read a line graph. It's very simple. You just compare the numbers on the bottom to the numbers on the side and see where their lines match up. That intersection where the lines match up is usually your answer. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. We will see you in the next video.